we get started today, I wanted to do something a little fun and give something away since I do a lot of that on my blog. And what I'm going to do is at the very end of this vlog, you're going to have to watch the whole thing. I guarantee you it's funny. It's okay. There will be a question, and you're going to have to answer it in the comments section with your email address and your name and the correct answer, okay? Now, you also must be following the Y Rebels channel here on YouTube. So, what can you win? This. A Arc of Dreamless by Joesphine Angelini, the highly anticipated sequel to Star-Crossed. It is an ARC. This does not come out until June, so you will get it before it comes out. It's in really great condition. I have read it, but it's perfect condition. So, there you go. Hey guys, it's Wednesday on the Rebels, and I'm Amber Sweeney, and this week's topic is the absence of parents in young adult literature. Now, so what I'm going to do is sort of twist the topic a little bit to tell you about this, because I think that while parents are absent in the books, parents are also absent outside of the books and in their kids' real life. So this is a perfect example of that. I'm at Target, okay, and I'm doing my shopping. And I come around the corner to the young adult sort of section of the book area, and there's this giant end cap just facing out right into the aisle, covered in all of the books from 50 Shades of Grey. Now, my initial thought on this was, why in the world is Target selling this? And why in the world is it on an end cap facing outwards where everybody can see it? Because, here's the thing. Yeah, it's a book and it's new and it's highly popular right now. But break it down into one word, that book is porn. Okay? That's all it is. It's porn. And it's fine. That's okay. But I'm not even talking like romance novels with Fabio on the cover. I'm talking NC-17 crap, okay? So I'm about to like come up on the end cap, and there's this girl about 12, and she comes wandering across the aisle from, I don't know what she was doing, and she sees like this just in one direction Swift thing they've got going on, and she's totally into this, and I'm thinking, okay, you know, that's great, maybe she won't notice these books. And then, like, as I thought it, she totally went, and she noticed them, and she beelined for them. Now, I'm guessing she actually has really no idea what they were about or anything, but she gets to the thing, and she sort of picks up the first book, and she's looking at it, and she's like, oh, that's kind of cool. And she doesn't even get a chance to like flip the book over and read what it's about, or open it or anything. Her mom, whose spidey senses must have been tingling from 6 aisles away, just hears that her daughter has picked up a physical book and comes barreling down the aisle, so excited that her daughter's holding a novel for the first time in, I don't know, whatever, 6 years. And she like skids to a stop with her cart, and she's like, what's that? Oh, is it a new book? Oh, it's really great. Would you like a new book? Oh, it kind of looks like Twilight, blah, 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 blah. And they get into this thing, and the daughter's still kind of like, yeah, dude, I kind of didn't want the book, but whatever. So they put the book in the cart, you know, where you would generally stick a toddler, and they go on about their way. And I'm sort of standing there feeling guilty, because I know what this book is about, and I now know that it's in their cart. And I feel like if that 12-year-old goes home and picks up that book, she will be permanently damaged for the rest of her life at the age of 12, reading some of the stuff from what I've been told is inside of it, okay? So they take off, and so I start to follow them, which is very embarrassing and hard to do when you're pushing a giant-ass cart. At one point, they turned around because I had literally followed them, like, down 2 aisles, and I, like, tried to look all interested in jock straps, which, by the way, is really, you know, uncomfortable for everybody involved. And we get to the food section where it's easier for me to look like I'm actually shopping and not stalking these 2 people. And the daughter takes off down whatever aisle to get something. And the mom looks down at the book, and she's waiting. So she picks the book up, and I'm just sort of standing there going, come on, figure it out, figure it out, figure it out. So the mom turns the book over, and she kind of does this, and then she sort of opens the book, and it must have been a particularly, I don't know, good or bad part, depending on how you're looking at the situation. And, like, her jaw just, and now I'm feeling okay, you know, as a mom, that I can walk away and everything's great. The mom's obviously not going to let her daughter have the book. But then I realized that she thinks that her daughter has picked up this smut. So when her daughter comes back, her mom's like, why did you pick this up? And the daughter said, well, you know, like you said, I mean, it kind of looked like Twilight. And, you know, come on, guys, it does. A little bit, solid cover, singular item on the cover. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, okay? So the mom just basically says, okay, it's not appropriate for you. It's an adult book. We're going to put it back. You know, the daughter's silently going, yes, you know, I don't have to read a book. And they go on about their way. Here's the whole thing. That mom eventually wound up getting involved in the situation and stopping her daughter from reading that book. Now, what if she hadn't done that? I probably would have tackled them when they were like at the checkout counter and whispered in the mom's ear that it's not appropriate, and you know, far be it for me to tell you how to raise your kids, but 12 might be a little young to be reading that. But what if she hadn't? What if they had gotten home with it? What if I hadn't been there to do absolutely nothing, which is exactly what I did, except for watch this and then vlog it and hopefully they don't see it. Parents are far too uninvolved in the things that their kids bring home from school or from their friends' houses. Obviously, high school is not going to be carrying 50 Shades of Grey, but it's not to say that, you know, somebody's mom didn't read it and then grab a copy of it and pass it on to their friends. Do you know what your kids are reading? Parents in books are uninvolved, and we seem to think that this might be a bit of a problem, even though it makes for a better storyline. When in reality, I think that parents are uninvolved in their kids' lives in general. Basically, moral of my story that's gone significantly over my allotted 4 minutes of normal time for the YA Rebels is anybody who may or may not, or excuse me, anyone who may have a problem with absent parents in YA literature should take a look at the parents around them of teenagers and realize that it's a lot more normal in actual life than they may understand. Anyway, so that's the end of it. I will see you guys next week. Before I do, straw. You might want to pay really close attention to that. There's going to be a question at the end here for the giveaway that I mentioned at the beginning of the vlog. And remember, it's first person to comment with the correct answer and their email. Comment. And you must also be following the YA Rebels channel on YouTube. If you follow it, win, and then unfollow us, I will hunt you down and snatch the book back out of your hands after I smack you in the head with it. Okay?